If you wouldn't follow yourself, why should anyone else? The first person you should lead is yourself. Don't wait until the pressure's on to make a character choice. If you become the leader you ought to be on the inside, you will become the leader you want to be on the outside. Quality number 8. When we're talking about qualities of a leader, the 8th quality I want to talk to you about is focus. The ability to concentrate, the ability to focus. Because it is true, if you chase 2 rabbits, both will escape. The 2 keys to focus. Number 1, priorities. Number 2, concentration. These are the 2 keys to focus. You see, priorities without concentration equals knowing what to do but not getting it done. Isn't that true? You know what to do, but you don't have enough concentration to finish the task. And concentration without priorities is focus without progress. So if the key is focusing as far as a quality of a leader, let me kind of divide what I think your focus should be. Focus 70% on strengths in your life. In other words, stay in your strength zone. 70% of your effort, your energy, your time, your resources should be spent to your sweet spot, your strength zone. Focus 25% on change. What are the things I need to do to change to get better? Because let me tell you something, growth means change. The only way that you and I can grow is if you and I change. And so therefore, 25% of your time and energy should be, what am I doing differently today than I did yesterday? In other words, let me ask you this question. When's the last time you did something for the first time? 25% of your time should be working on getting better. And here's why. Because the greatest detriment to tomorrow's success is today's success. That's a fact. And when people fail to grow and be continually successful, it's because people constantly get stuck in their success. And what brought you here won't take you there. So 70% of the time, concentrate on your strengths. 25% concentrate on growing and learning and change, all the stuff that will help you to become better tomorrow than you are today. And then 5%, focus 5% on your weaknesses. Somebody says, okay, only 5% of my weaknesses, then what should that 5% be? Very simple. How to delegate them. In other words, once you know them, the 5% of time you spend on them isn't getting any better because you're not going to get any better. Just trust me. Average is average, and if you're average, if you work hard, hey, let me put it this way. I can't sing. Now, the good news is I love music. The bad news is I can't sing. So if I tell you, well, I want to be a great singer. So I hire some music teacher, and I take music appreciation, and I study all that stuff. Can I tell you something? 2 years from now, I'm still not a great singer. It's not in me. Give it up, friend. Give it up. Aren't there a lot of people you just want to go into them and say, take a break? Don't go there. Don't do this. You're not any good in this. You're average. In your notes. Why you should unleash the potential of focused thinking. What I'm going to give you now is from my book, Thinking for a Change, because I have a chapter that helps people understand how to focus thinking. Number 1, focused thinking harnesses energy toward a desired goal. In his book, Focus, the future of your company depends upon it, marketing consultant Al Ries says, he gives us this tremendous illustration. The sun is a powerful source of energy. Every hour the sun washes the earth with billions of kilowatts of energy. Yet, with a hat and some sunscreen, you can bathe in the light of the sun for hours at a time with few ill effects. The laser is a weak source of energy. A laser takes a few watts of energy and focuses them in a coherent stream of light. But with a laser, you can drill a hole in a diamond or wipe out cancer. Bertrand Russell said, to be able to concentrate for a considerable time is essential to difficult achievement. Number 2, focused thinking gives ideas time to develop. In other words, a good idea can become a great idea when it's given focused time. One of my commitments in thinking has been to take something that I'm thinking upon and give it enough time to what I call shape my thoughts. Because thoughts don't come to me shaped. They don't come to me already solid. They just come to me originally, and when they come to me in their first form, they're unshaped and they're not solid and they're probably not even sound. So I've got to take time in what I call shaping my thoughts. As you shape your thoughts in your notes, you find out whether an idea has potential. You learn what you have. You also learn some things about yourself. The shaping time thrills me because it embodies several things to me. First of all, humor. When I start shaping my thoughts, I laugh a lot at myself because the thoughts that don't work often provide for me comic relief. And I'll think of something and I'll think it was really good, then the longer I think about it, the dumber the thought was. Have you ever been there? You think, oh my, what? Oh, hold on. Especially I do this at night. I wake up in the middle of the night, I've got a little pad with a light, or where I pull out the pen, the light comes on, and I write my thoughts down, because a lot of times I wake up at night and I think my thoughts, and if I get myself up, then what I do is I get my energy going, and I don't go back to bed. So I just try to write the thought down and put it back to bed and go, sleep. And the next morning I say, oh, I'll get that thought out and see what it was. I'll wake up and I'll look at that thought and I'll think, hello? I woke up for this? Humor. When you start shaping your thoughts, you're going to laugh at yourself sometimes. And I've always learned it's better for you to laugh at yourself before anyone else gets a shot at it. Humility. Sometimes when I'm shaping my thoughts, those are moments when I connect with God, and I'm in awe of what happens. Excitement. When I shape thoughts, I get excited because I love to play out an idea mentally. I call it futuring it. And then creativity. It's when I shape thoughts, it's in those moments that I'm unhampered sometimes by reality. And fulfillment. Boy, when I shape thoughts, I say to myself every time, God made me for this process. It uses my greatest gifts. It gives me my greatest joy. The greatest thing I can do is create. I love to create. I love to communicate. But I'm one of those rare communicators. I would just as soon create as communicate. I love creating this stuff. And it's fulfilling to me. Honesty. When I shape my thoughts, I have to get honest because as I turn an idea over in my mind, I discover what my true motives were sometimes. Sometimes I'm disappointed in myself. Passion. When you share a thought, you find out what you really believe and what really counts, and change. Because most of the changes I have made in my life resulted from thoroughly thinking on a subject. And thirdly, focused thinking brings clarity to the target. When you focus, you begin to become clear. So as I talk about this quality, the last thing that I want to say about it is this, and in your notes, to get back on track with your focus, do these things. Focus on yourself, because you are your greatest asset or detriment. Focus on your priorities. You will daily have to fight for them. And focus on your strengths. You can reach your potential only if you're in your strength zone. How are we doing? Are you learning something? Yes, look at your neighbor and say, I'm learning something. Look back at your neighbor and say, not near enough yet.